do it.
The first one's up. All right, so we have the Cruiserweight title match, TJ Perkins versus the Brian Kendrick.
Both community-created characters, because neither of them are on the roster.
Yeah, so I downloaded these.
Nor will they be this year.
There weren't great ones, I'll be honest. But these were the closest I could find. I'll go first on this one. I think his first title defense is actually his WWE debut on the main roster. Like, we haven't even seen him yet, so I can't see him coming out and losing. I think TJ's going to retain his title.
I think so. Do we know if they've signed Brian as like a full-on part of it?
Yes, okay. They have signed Brian as part of the Raw roster.
The only reason I could see them pulling it off of TJ is just to automatically have a real rivalry to start off the Cruiserweight division. So it'd be like, all right, let's actually build a story instead of it just being like he gets a clean win. Let's have him drop it first off, because that was always sort of the fun part of Cruiserweights in WCW was the titles changed hands because it was so fast moving.
Yeah.
So my mind says, Perkins should win his first title defense. I'm gonna go with Kendrick.
Okay, so you're going Kendrick.
Yep.
Yeah, and it is interesting, by the way, that they don't seem to be so far anyway acknowledging the legacy of the old Cruiserweight belt. This seems to be a new thing.
Right.
It makes sense. Hornswoggle was the last person to hold that other Cruiserweight belt.
I understand
wanting to, if this is more of like
I didn't realize they had it that recently. So.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Yeah. All right, so here we go. Let's see what the game thinks is going to happen. I'm going to do 3, 2, 1, go, even though we're not pressing a button at the same time. It's just fun to say.
All right.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, and there you go.
So 2K16 agrees with Logan.
Yep.
And it has officially predicted that Brian Kendrick will win the Cruiserweight Championship at Clash of Champions.
There you go.
Very interesting. Match number 2.
Oh.
Match 7 in the best of 7 series.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that was even happening.
So it went to 7 last night. So Sheamus versus Cesaro to close out this series. I'll let you go first on this one.
I'm going to go with Cesaro. I think that this typical idea of, kind of big man versus big man wrestler, I like the idea of the babyface kind of pulling it off. I feel like that's a big victory.
Yeah.
It could be a cool moment, so I'm going to say Cesaro.
And it feels like they're doing something with Cesaro too.
Yeah.
At least I hope so.
I think they're continually trying with both of these guys to figure out new ways to have them succeed.
Right.
Because both of them are fun wrestlers to watch. They've gone through multiple iterations of characters.
Right.
Clearly WWE wants it to work.
Right.
And just they're trying to figure out like the new day, like how, like Big E may not have worked originally and it worked, but it just wasn't getting over as well with the fans until the New Day thing happened. And then it's amazing. Or even Heath Slater, where they know that they have something. They just can't really bottle it.
Yep.
And I think they found that maybe in this match.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
I'm going to go with Cesaro.
I agree with everything you said. I'm also going to go with Cesaro. Let's see what 2K16 thinks. 3, 2, 1, go. Come on, 2K16.
Yeah, we lose.
Big Sheamus fan. 2K16 officially predicts Sheamus winning the best of 7 series against Cesaro. Interesting.
And when you do these simulations, it's not just like by points, right?
I don't think
it can be
so.
random. I think it is random.
I think it takes that into account.
Because I've ended up like done universe mode like a year later to get to Money in the Bank, and the champion is Bo Dallas. So
yeah, so it can't be it can't be overall rating.
Yes.
The next match, I'm looking forward to this one. The stupid idiot Sami Zayn versus Chris Jericho.
Yeah. I'm going with Zayn. I mean, I'm a huge Jericho fan, but that's honestly the reason I would go with Zayn, because Jericho is notorious for putting over young talent and really actually not being one of those guys that has an ego about it. Like he loses. I mean, he lost to Fandango in his first match on WrestleMania.
Right.
Clearly, he doesn't care about a win or a loss. And I would like to see Zayn get the victory. I'll be happy either way, though, because I'm personally a bigger Jericho fan just because I grew up. He was my favorite wrestler as a kid. And
he's at his best right now.
He's so good. He's so fun, and he reinvents himself more than anyone. So I will be happy either way, but I feel like Zayn pulls it off.
So I agree that Zayn will probably win the overall feud. I think they probably want to stretch it out a little more.
Oh, that's true. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, so I'm going to say that Chris Jericho takes his first one, but by nefarious means, some kind. He's going to cheat somehow.
What comes up after this? What's the next pay-per-view? Do we even know? Is it another Raw pay-per-view, or is it
maybe Hell in a Cell? Actually, I think is what's next.
And is that not a crossover show?
It's just Raw. That's right. It's Hell in a Cell. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I think you're probably right, but
yeah,
I'll still stick with my Sami Zayn.
Yeah, I'm going to say Chris Jericho. Let's see what 2K16 thinks. 3, 2, 1. Oh, Chris Jericho.
There you go. You're one up on me right now.
Okay, moving on. The WWE Women's Title match, triple threat. Bayley, all 3 created characters, by the way. Bayley looks real scary.
Are all 3 of them in 2K17?
All 3. So Bayley versus Charlotte versus Sasha Banks for the WWE Raw Women's Championship, which is what they're calling it now.
All right.
This is a tough one.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Charlotte retains, mainly because I feel like if you're going to either have Bayley or Sasha beat Charlotte, I feel like you want it to be a one-on-one match.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. Or my only thought is, are they building, because there was kind of a tease, I feel like last Monday, building to Bayley and Sasha again. Because we saw that kind of quick finish and they work so well together. I could see them building that. So if it happens, I could see Charlotte not taking the pin and having maybe Sasha go over Bayley or vice versa. I love Bayley. She's my favorite women's wrestler right now. So I'm just going to go with Bayley because I want her to win.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going to say...
But I could see whatever they do, I feel like it's trying to set up that next feud.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think that's a solid prediction. This one, I feel like this one could go either way.
Yeah.
I'm going to stick with Charlotte. Let's see what 2K16 thinks. I feel like an idiot saying 3, 2, 1, go every time, but I'm going to keep doing it. 3, 2, 1, go. Sasha Banks is
the boss.
The boss Sasha Banks is what 2K16 thinks is going to happen. Moving on, tag team titles.
Yep.
Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows, the Club, versus Big E and it'll be two of the three wrestlers from the New Day.
We're going to pick Big E and Kofi.
Freebird rules. Yeah. I think that Gallows and Anderson take the titles at Clash of Champions. I really do.
It's about time because I think that the New Day needs something to go for. I think they'll quickly win it back.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll have it gone for a while. It's kind of like that time when like John Cena or somebody won the title versus Punk or someone did, and quickly Punk got the title back. I feel like it's something like that where it's just giving them an extra little push. I will go with the Club as well.
Okay.
Just because I feel like it's going to be a lot of baby faces up until then.
Yeah.
And I think that, this could be a final time to have the New Day take the fall and then have a nice comeback heading into the next pay-per-view.
Yeah, I see one, maybe two title changes on the whole show.
Right.
So, and I think this is one of them.
Okay.
And so let's see what 2K16 thinks. It agrees with us.
There you go.
Club taking the tag team titles at Clash of Champions. Right. Next up, the United States Championship. The guy.
The guy. Not the guy.
Yeah.
No, wait, I'm not.
He's not a guy, good guy. He's not a bad guy. He's a guy.
He's the guy.
He's the guy, Michael. I miss you over here on SmackDown, Michael. I like to think they still text JBL and Michael Cole, dude.
Like that.
Yeah.
Audio phone Siri makes it real hard.
They do the audio messages on. They're drawing like the little touch things on iOS 10.
Yes.
Okay. That was weird.
So
Rusev versus Roman Reigns for the U.S. Championship. I think this is the other title change. It's hard for me to imagine them putting the U.S. Championship on Roman Reigns, but I think if they're going to kind of sidetrack him, I really think they're still going to try to get him that Universal Championship. But if they're going to sidetrack him for a while, I think having him win against Rusev, I mean, they almost have to.
I think you're absolutely right. I think that this was the plan heading into the last pay-per-view. I think we were going to see Finn take the title, and we were going to see, because remember the following match was this match that kind of went haywire and there was no real finish. I think they knew he was injured, pulled something weird, just totally my theory, have no dirt sheet knowledge, but it was such an odd ending.
Yep.
And there's two bad endings. My thought was that was going to be Roman getting that title. So I think you're right. I think we see Roman take the title over Rusev. Rusev, local Nashville native.
He is. Bought a house with his lovely wife, Lana. Lana Rusev, her name? Is that?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah,
What
Lana
I don't,
Rusev.
Lana, I have to say, if you're listening, it's because I follow her on Instagram. Sometimes in character, sometimes not, and it weirds me out.
Yeah,
because I'll watch a video and sometimes she's speaking in the accent.
On Instagram, does she go by Lana on Instagram?
And most of it is in character, but occasionally she'll do a video where she sounds like me or you, because she's from Tampa. You know? And it kind of throws me off. I like it though. Some ways I'm like, just pick one or the other.
Yeah, well, maybe just go by your real name on that account. That's the other thing.
She may. I'm not positive about that. I'm pretty sure it says Lana.
CJ something. I forget. Catherine Joy.
That's weird. Did you know that? Go ahead. All right, let's see who's United States champion.
Let's see what 2K16 thinks. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, it agrees. Roman Reigns in my video game right now is the United States champion, so we'll see if it happens in real life. So, Logan, that brings us to the main event. Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins for the WWE Universal Championship.
So you downloaded the red belt?
I downloaded the red belt. I even downloaded a custom Clash of Champions arena, by the way. I haven't looked at it yet, though, so I don't know what it's going to look like. So I'll let you go first on this one.
I think Owens retains. I think so. I think that this is too early to end this feud, like you said, and they're putting Seth over, it feels like, as a babyface.
Yeah.
Or at least a tweener.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing.
I think that we will see Owens not clean.
Right.
I think we'll see Owens somehow win, but Seth kind of take the night. Like something happens, like he loses, but he attacks Triple H, something like that happens. So I think we'll see Owens still retain, but building towards something bigger, where eventually I guess eventually Seth will get it back on. We'll see though.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you. I think Kevin Owens retains. He needs to, honestly, he needs to win a match clean as the champion, but I don't think this is going to be it. But I do think he's going to win. I think we'll see maybe even another Triple H appearance that causes him. And maybe setting up a Seth Triple H thing.
Yeah.
So, Logan, that brings us to the main event. Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins for the WWE Universal Championship.
Burn out. No, that's Brock.
That may have been Roman Reigns.
Yeah, both of them the same.
It was both.
Yeah, because Roman. I was doing Roman. Roman no longer coming out of the audience.
No, they finally showed him where the entrance is. I like to think that he just never knew.
He was always getting a Slurpee. They started playing the music. He's like, oh no.
Hey, you think I have time to go get some Slurpee real quick? Yeah, man, they're always just messing with me. Yeah, sure, go ahead.
It was a little easier when it had the shield, like the call at the beginning, so you could ready. Now it's
he's just got to down that. He's got to down that Slurpee and just come out. Of course,
that time I did the Brock. I don't. They're the same.
Yeah.
It's also the same as the podcast theme.
Maybe it's not. Well, maybe it's Slurpee that's all over him. That's why he's soaking wet when he comes out.
Yes. All right. What's happening here, Dylan?
I think it may be loading the custom. It takes a while to load.
Here we go.
Here we go. Oh, I need to turn this up so you can hear it. There we go.
From San Antonio, Texas.
All right.
Repping you.
Even though I told it to be in Indianapolis, which is where Clash of Champions actually is.
I didn't know you could do that.
You can, but apparently it doesn't work.
Too much customization.
Yeah. This arena looks fine. It looks realistic.
Yeah. So right now, you have the title is on Owens?
Title is on Owens, if everything goes according to plan, that is.
Very nice. Did you make him a babyface?
I didn't mess with that at all. I just messed with his attire.
You messed with everything else. You decided it was going to be Indianapolis, but you didn't make it so they cheer for the good guy.
They're booing him, yeah. They're booing him really loudly. His Titantron is weird. It looks like a Titantron from like WrestleMania 2000 or something, which just sort of cuts to
nothing happens.
Yeah.
I am proud of Seth and of really the three people in the Shield because NXT. I went to the very first NXT taping at Full Sail. That's my alma mater. I was able to get into the first taping, and Seth and Dean, I believe, main evented that night. And I don't know if they were against each other. I think they were. And I remember my wife and I just sitting there because they were really promoting at that time. Come see like Sheamus, because they'd bring in a main card. Then Sheamus and R-Truth were there when R-Truth was like hot when that like the little Jimmy moments were happening.
Yeah, when he was like somehow,
he became popular. And
he did.
When I was watching, or when we watched it, Seth was definitely kind of a similar theme. Maybe the same thing. He had like a hardcore kind of character where he was kind of moshing. I don't remember Dean's character much. I think just kind of generic. But both of them just put on such an incredible match. And my wife and I were just like, wow, these guys.
They're going to be stars.
They're going to be it. And then they were. And it's also Damien Sandow's, his first match ever in character.
Is this the same Universal title you have?
I think so. Mine maybe looks a little less pink.
Yeah, that does look kind of pink.
Yeah.
Interesting. It's the women's championship.
Yeah. Mine is like a darker red, but
I got the new Kevin Owens shirt there.
Does it say Universal Championship at the bottom? I think it does.
Yeah, maybe.
I think mine they just reskinned with just the WWE title, but with a red strap.
People spend a lot of time on this stuff. They'll like scan in the images of the faceplate. Like that's what I got a cruiserweight belt on here, and it's the actual image of the plate.
That's awesome.
It's cool that you can do that.
And you got the new Owens shirt.
Yeah, Kevin Owens show.
You gotta show me how to do some of this stuff because I get lost.
Yeah, so you can download like a Create a Wrestler Kevin Owens, and then as long as it's based on the real Kevin Owens in the game, you can assign it as an alternate attire as opposed to like a completely different wrestler.
Right. So this is Kevin Owens.
This is Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
With just different clothes.
Not just a download.
Right. Exactly.
In a few seconds, the wait is over, and we will finally get this match underway.
Okay.
The old pink belt.
Oh.
Whoa, he had crazy eyes.
Okay, let's see. We got to do computer, right?
It's a bummer what we do.
Simulate. No,
you just want to say.
Start match. That's all I want to do. There we go.
And there's the bell.
Is this a best of 7? We're going to be here for an hour.
It's a 30-minute Iron Man match.
Oh, goodness. Oh, already getting out of the ring.
Kevin Owens is done with this. He's ready to prove that he deserves to be the Universal Champion. That person is not excited in the Bret Hart shirt over there. She's afraid.
Again, why did they pick that? Like, why did they pick that person to be wearing a Bret Hart t-shirt?
I haven't seen that pink Bret Hart shirt in a long time in real life, though.
No.
Oh, this is my favorite. I guarantee you. Well,
what's the new face of fear? Is that
that's Bray Wyatt?
Bray Wyatt. So he's fine. But this guy's rocking a Triple H shirt. One NXT guy. That's me. That's look at this guy, Mr. Baldwin.
There's an unaccompanied minor right there.
Well, that's pretty true to life. That kid seems super uninterested. Sorry, I know we're like pointing and you guys can't see it, but trust me, it's funny to us. Back out of the ring. This match just which may have me how it happens.
Yeah, it might be.
Oh,
they're gonna have a fight. They're mad at each other. Sometimes when you get stuck out, have you ever gotten stuck outside the ring where
what was that?
I don't know.
He just did
grabbing at the air.
He just Gangnam styled, which is weird.
This might happen right now, but sometimes the AI cannot get you back in the ring.
So we're going to get a disqualification? Oh, that'd be the greatest.
I hope so. I hope something weird like that happens.
Which is probably more accurate to what will actually happen.
I've had Seth Rollins actually get himself disqualified when I was fighting him in the game, just to retain his title.
Yeah, where he walks out.
Walks out, or he hit me with a weapon and just got disqualified.
I've had him walk out. I stopped him from walking out actually last night while I was playing.
He broke the count. There's another identical person in a Bret Hart shirt.
Those are big sellers at this event.
I love how, like, that's another thing. Like, hair and audience members are two things that.
This has to be like all of the developers, like their pictures. I have a feeling.
Oh yeah, you think so? That'd be interesting to find out where they get what they base these on.
I mean, I would. Better than just
reversal. Okay.
Here we go back. All right, first time really in the ring.
I hope he throws him right back out.
like three people are booing the exact same animation.
It's actually the same person in different color shirts too.
See, if this was more accurate, there would be a lot more CM Punk shirts still that are faded.
CM Punk shirts.
No, the CM Punk chants have died down.
Yes, and they get shut down pretty quickly anytime they do happen, it seems like.
Yeah.
They like this part of the outside. They like to go right over here and fight.
Yeah, this match is all about the people that bought front row on the other side are real mad. I always feel that whenever they go backstage, I'm like, I spent $1,000 on these tickets. Can you not just wrestle in the ring?
That's like when Daniel Bryan fought Kane at Extreme Rules, and like almost all of it was backstage. Right. And it's just like, I would hate to be there. Oh.
You would hate to be there because he was fighting Kane, or because
both? Well, yeah.
Kane's going to be our governor one day.
Yes.
Kane's
a real smart man.
He is old Glenn Jacobs. I know that because I've seen his
campaign
stuff.
Him and Rhino.
Yeah, Rhino won, right?
Rhino, far more successful politician.
Rhino has won the nomination right now, the Republican nomination. So
he's the SmackDown. Whoa, standing shooting star press there. He's the SmackDown tag team champion and the whatever he won.
Yeah.
Like I wonder if the same person has ever been those two things at the same time before.
I'm gonna say no.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that's a no.
These guys don't like being in the ring.
And only this side.
Yeah.
They really favor. You ever been front row in one of these? We were front row at NXT, but
I've never actually been front row at any kind of televised event.
I was at Raw once. Front row was pretty awesome.
I've seen a picture of you with Chris Jericho before.
I have a picture, and where this guy in yellow is Daniel Bryan was where we were. Daniel Bryan stood up on that right there, and Will helped him up.
Yeah.
It was when he won the heavyweight championship.
Nice. And then, is that before he lost it in 18 seconds? Is that the same year?
Yeah, I think so. It's kind of like when he was he was a heel. And like all the ladies loved him, like the Bellas or something, which obviously
it was real.
It developed.
He did claim once. He did claim once that he got absolutely nothing out of getting paired with the Bella twins, and I was like, well, you got a wife out of it.
I do feel that way sometimes when he's like criticizing other wrestlers. Like, your wife is a good wrestler, but I mean, she's not like the greatest wrestler ever.
Do you
sit there and criticize your wife?
Yeah.
Because I actually like the Bella Twins wrestlers, but he's so particular.
Compared to some of the women on the roster now.
And he's so particular about like The Miz. The Miz is, doesn't wrestle hard enough, which I know that was kayfabe, but still.
Right.
Then your wife.
Well, there's truth to it, though. He said that stuff in his book. I mean, it was based on truth for sure.
And your wife is a wrestler, which is interesting. I always liked when they made her a heel and he was a babyface, but they were married even in the show. Very confusing.
Yes, absolutely. I wish you died in the womb. Was that when that?
Oh, that was the worst. I hated that.
That's a real Kevin Owens move there. He would put someone in the headlock for way too long in the middle of the ring. He's putting him right back outside.
Oh, I can't watch this. This is. If we were at home, I don't know what I would do.
Maybe we should.
Oh,
Here we go. They're actually wrestling.
See, you've turned off all your little notifications, so I don't even know if we're close to an ending.
Oh, I guess it does.
When you simulate it.
Interesting.
Oh, why are they
Think about
chanting? I missed
Kill Owens kill, but it was just like 3 people, which is weird. It is weird. Some of the chants, there's just not that many people chanting them.
The Bray's gonna kill you. Look, 2 Austin 316 shirts right next to each other.
Someone's wearing a Dolph Ziggler shirt.
Yep.
All right.
I like that the audience is much more interesting than this match right now.
Yes.
That guy's wearing a like
Maybe.
Olympic medal. You see that on the far right of your screen?
Where?
Right there.
Oh yeah, he sure is. Actually, that's maybe a Rusev shirt.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
I thought it was.
Because he had that thing from Vladimir Putin. Uh-oh, here we go.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Our fearless leader, Vladimir
Yes.
Putin.
Why do they always pin? The AI always pins right after a signature instead of just going through with the...
All right,
with the finisher.
so could this be it?
Seth Rollins thought that should have been it.
Yeah, I like when that happens.
His hair looks okay.
Yeah. He doesn't have that much blonde anymore, so we'll see.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, here goes. The old Whirlybird. What do they call that, right?
Yeah, that's a Whirlybird special right
Sorry
there.
about sneeze. Allergies are killing me here in the old All About the Game studios.
Yes.
There's cats
From
everywhere.
Parts Unknown in the All About the Game Laugh Graham.
Coming to you from the Parts
Facilities.
Unknown studios. This is all about the game.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
Here we go. A little too close to
You
the
think
ropes
he's going
there,
to do the
Seth.
curb stomp or the old pedigree? Here we go.
Pedigree.
Yeah, he is real close to the ropes. He'll pull him away.
Willie? I always forget to.
We might have a new Universal Champion here
Right here, guys.
now.
Count it with us. All right. If you're counting it in the car or wherever you're watching
JBL
this
says this has got to be it, which means it is not it.
it's not over. 1, 2.
Oh.
Like that was like barely a kick.
Barely a 2 count. Seth Rollins is so mad.
Championship on the line.
Is that person wearing a
Rude.
Bella Twin shirt?
Let's get this thing going.
Maybe.
Double trouble?
Be the champion.
I don't think I've ever seen a Bella Twin shirt. I don't know what one looks like, to be honest.
Oh, wait. Is this is his finisher now?
Is he going for the pop-up powerbomb?
This is it.
Here he goes.
And a little too close to the ropes as well. These guys don't
Oh my
know where
gosh.
they are in the ring.
This could be it.
The end is near.
1, 2, 3. He got it.
him.
Retained.
Beat him clean.
So we called it.
We called it.
All right. very good.
2K16 agrees with us. Kevin Owens retains the WWE Universal Championship.
So, and we'll find out Sunday.
We'll find out Sunday how accurate it was.
Yeah.
By the way, guys, thank you so much for listening.
Absolutely. We are thrilled that you're wanting to geek out with us about the most subculture of all subcultures.
Absolutely.
Not just video games, not just wrestling.
No.
Wrestling video games.
Wrestling video games.